I really don't know about that. So, do cuddle bugs really care? Or are they just, you know, like in this codependent relationship with you and shit, where they need some extra cuddles? It's like, you know, some of that, what is that, psychiatric ecology, psychology. I don't have my phone. Oh no, I don't have my phone. That means I can't like freaking bother people while I'm on the internet. Double bothered. I'm only gonna be able to bother people on the internet. My God, why? Oh no, I don't know where my shoes are. I was on Lori's Mishmash last night. You see that? You see that? Yeah, I was on Lori's Mishmash last night. Oh my God! Isn't that a rich sound? Oh, it's so rich. Oh, it's like like some fucking. Am I been on long enough to say fucking? It's like some cheesecake, with some sprinkles and shit. I, but yeah, no, I was on Lori's Mishmash last night, and Lori left like me, Doug, and Jade, Star, and Chris Lane to our own devices, and left us alone while she went to go get some ingredients. Hey, Pookie, and I mean, I knew the second she did, she was like, "Hey, y'all just hang on, I'll be right back." And she comes back, and we're all talking about eating ass. Wee woo, Mr. Smith. And Lori's like, what the hell? Leave you alone, leave you alone for a couple of minutes. And then Jade had some, pictures of me like being Santa Claus, like flying over a junkyard and stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's me. Um, let's see. Hey, what is this? Look at this. You see that? Ha ha ha. Perfect F. There we go. Start the day out with an F. An F. Um, there should be a U chord. Yeah. Uh, yeah. It did look like me, Um, but it's really weird because um, you know, it's just life is getting so weird, because like I hate I really hate AI, and it like freaks me out and shit. But I find myself like having to fuck with it more and more and more and more. And when you stop and you think about it, the maps that we use, the everything we do is so AI. Everything. And I was just like, but you want, and I will tell you this. I'll tell you this right now, Miss Justine. I'll tell you this right now, Miss Justine. When you're trying to make pictures of pole vault, I'll tell you what. For some reason, it just keeps spitting out pictures of Michael Songs, Edward. Hey, and Okie Grower, and it will be Michael Songs over and over. I almost feel like saving them and saying, "Hey, Michael Songs." Do you need any material, you know? Because like it seems to be like AI keeps spitting out Michael songs. I'm like, so oh, you know what? Justine, Justine is here. Justine, is Michael Songs a robot? Is Michael Songs a robot? He stands up forever. And I'm gonna tell you, I think Scotty Butters might be a robot. Cause God, dude, I can't even. God, you can see all my scars this morning. No, 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 Justine, Justine. Uh, uh, yeah, right, right. Michael Songs is always standing up, and his clothes are always so nice, and he's like do, and but you know what? Like I was thinking the other day. Me and Sunshine was talking, and I'm gonna tell you, uh, I've seen like Butters. I hadn't seen it because God, I couldn't watch it, but it was that long. But I mean, I've heard like Butters done like 12 hours and shit. Dude, I could. You make me stand up, and this is really, and I've done it before, but oh my God, my feet and legs hurt so bad. If you make me stand in one place for 12 hours, I will be, I would be so freaking exhausted and out. Uh, yeah, I mean, I could go for a few hours, Mr. Smith, and I'll tell you this, because I worked at a bunch of trade shows, and I still do IT for them, but now we don't have to get out of the building. But uh, you think I like you run around, and walking, my legs don't hurt as bad. My feet and legs don't hurt as bad if I'm walking and walking around the event. They had these events called PAX. It's Penny Arcade Expo, and they're huge. And there's like a QuakeCon. It's huge. Walking all over this event and walking back and forth, it doesn't hurt my legs. But just to stand still, because I used to represent a monitor company that I will not shame them with that fact right now, but I was top sales, and this is really crazy. I mean, I've done. I shouldn't talk about some of the things I've done, but I tell you, I will tell you one of the most intelligent um, women that I've ever known in my life is God. I worked with her, which is, and y'all are going to be like, no way he doesn't know her. Um, um, dude, oh my God, probably shouldn't even say this because I don't remember the dude's name and he's famous as hell. Um, there he is. Oh yeah, there's this gamer that has blue hair, and I don't know if a lot of y'all know him. Is a guy named Ninja. Really, really nice guy. Really nice guy. Um, and his girlfriend, wife slash Jennifer. Uh, I'm telling you, I worked with her at an event, and she was so intelligent about the monitors, the product. A lot of people I would be had to be like, this is the pixels, this is this and this and this blah blah blah, and she knew everything about the product. We broke record sales. uh, for selling monitors. Um I also sold monitors to like crazy people, not crazy people, just like people I didn't even know. Um, there's this guy named Dwight Howard. I don't know if y'all know him either. I don't know what I didn't know him. And he liked the fact that I didn't know him. This dude was so freaking tall. Um, oh, I know Jordan very well. I don't know if if you're talking about the same Jordan that I am. Uh, uh, yeah, the basketball player Dwight Howard. I got pictures and stuff of me with him, and because people were like taking all these pictures, and I was like, "Hey, man!" And all these photographers came in and started taking pictures of me and him, and I was like, "Oh, Jordan is your son." Okay, I thought there was this other gamer that's really famous, like this world champion guy. But he's really, oh yeah, yeah. I don't give a damn about stepson and all that. There's still your son. I've got a granddaughter that is that that my daughter just adopted, and the day she adopted her, she was one of us. I don't know if that's a good thing for her, but uh, yeah, some um, she went to it like a duck to water. So um, yeah, she went to it like a duck to water. Uh, there was someone going to mess with her. I'm not even going to go into who, um, but someone was going to mess with her a little bit, and she ran up to me and she was like, "Hey," grabbed me by my pocket. I'm like, "What's up?" She was like, "Hey, this like legal guy wants to talk to me about some situations." And I told him anything he had to say, he could say it in front of you. And I'm like, "Yeah, what do you got to say, dude?" And the guy was like, "Nothing, nothing, nothing. I got nothing. Sorry, sorry, sorry." Yeah, I y'all might not know this. I bet y'all don't even know this. Y'all don't even know this. Y'all don't even know this. I can be like a bad Papa Bear. You mess with my family or my friends, and oh my God, I'm not such a silly guy. And I got to talk about this. I got to talk about this. You know, I just wonder. And I'm just going to set up a situation here. So a truck driver tried to deliver a delivery to our warehouse. There's no animosity here. There's no anything. Okay, no bad feelings. He tried to deliver a delivery to our warehouse at 9:30 at night. Now to this guy that wasn't totally insane. But we have a high security complex. You come, it is marked all over, no trespassing. You come here, every freaking legal sign you can imagine, that if you're messing around uh on our land, we will we will get you. The police will get you bad, because we can't have people running around on our warehouse in the middle of the night. Anyhow, so he shows up at 9:30 and starts banging on all the doors. Well, I made some signs that said, shop our warehouse hours, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Huge. I put it in the window, huge. And then right next to it, I put the laws for trespassing. So once you see the sign, now you're trespassing. Okay? He sees this, and he still walks around the warehouse banging on the door. Okay, I have stuff inside my warehouse that if you pull up in a diesel truck and I don't know you and you're banging on my doors after that, we're gonna have problems. But luckily for him, I knew he was a dumbass. I knew this because my boss, the guys at work actually say, how do you know people are going to do what they're going to do before they do it? You always know what they're going to do. Because I told them a week ahead of time that this guy would be there, not a day early. That got me. But I said he will be there when we get there on Friday morning. He will be there, and he would have been there for hours. And they were like, how did you know he was going to do that? Because if there's anything reliable about the work industry anymore, you can rely on unreliability. Okay? So, and plus it really sucks for me if he's there. So what I do is I get there and we get a hold of his boss and tell him to go away. So now he's seen the sign that shows our hours. He knows the hours, 10 to 6. His boss has told him the hours, 10 to 6. 8 a.m. in the morning, he starts banging on the doors and ringing the doorbells and setting off the warehouse alarms at 8 a.m., 2 hours before we're supposed to open. I'm just setting a scenario. I get there. I'm not happy. But I'm an older guy. I'm an older guy. So I'm trying to understand the younger people. One of the reasons why I don't go on the road anymore is because I apparently say things that trigger people now. So I'm fixing to say something that's going to trigger the younger generation. And me and David Live to Fly were talking about this. This happens to some of the younger generation. And I want y'all to hear the triggering words I said to him. I said, why are you here? And he's like, because I'm delivering stuff to you. I said, did you see the sign on the door? Yes. I saw the sign on the door last night, and I saw the sign on the door this morning. And I said, I want you. Now, here comes the triggering part. I'm going to say something really triggering. I said, I want you to tell me what your thought process was when you showed up here 2 hours this morning. When you showed up here at 8 o'clock in the morning, knowing from last night we didn't open till 10. And I want to know what your thought process was that you would show up at 8. No, man. Why are you doing this? Why? Listen, dude. I don't have. No. I'm not mad. I want you to explain to me what you were thinking, so I can understand, so that I can fix the problem. Do I need to put it in a different language? Do I need to put the sign as big as the building? What do I need to do to make you understand that we didn't open till 10 o'clock? Why did you not know that? Okay. No. Okay, let's just skip that. Now, not angry. I'm not angry. I'm trying to understand. I'm an old man. You're a young guy. I want you to understand. I want you to talk to me. Please talk to me. Use your words. Use the English language. Okay? Now I want you when you set off the alarm and you rang the doorbells and you banged on all the doors and no one came to the door at 8 o'clock and you were sitting in the parking lot and you knowingly could see that nobody came to the building, you went back in 30 minutes and started banging on the door again, setting off all the alarms and everything again after I reset them. Did you think that someone snuck in the building? Did you think that someone parachuted from the sky and came in the roof and went in the building? Did you think that someone lived in this warehouse and woke up and they were just asleep earlier? Please, I want you to tell me what you were thinking. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mind? I want you to explain to me what you were thinking. Well, he calls his boss and tells him that I'm there intimidating him. And and I guess he thought that was going to go good for him. Only thing is I've known his boss since his boss got out of high school, and I've been doing business with his boss at the truck line for 25 years. Okay, so his boss calls me. He's like, "Hey, Paul, why are you out there like grieving my guy?" I said, I'm not. I said, I told him the situation just like I told y'all, and I said, I'm trying to understand. Hey, he just blew out a sigh of breath. He's like, Pole Vault, you deal with a bunch of young guys yourself. I'm like, well, I want to know what we can do to help these young gentlemen out. He's like, you're asking him what he's thinking? Let me tell you, he's not thinking anything. He said, look at him right now. Is he looking at you in this all-important situation where he could lose his job? Is he looking at you? I turned and looked at him, and he's over there. He's got his phone out. And he's like, Teal. Oh, wait. Look at this. And he's sitting there, and he's playing with his phone. This dude's on the verge of getting fired, and he's playing on his phone. I'm like, he's playing on his phone. He's like, exactly. He's like, do you get guys that are not doing that? And you know what? I had to tell Jerry. I was like, no. We have actually fired people fired guys at our company, and they were for talking on their phone. I want you to understand, they were fired for talking on their phone. And they were fucking on their phone while they were getting fired for being on their phone. We do some things where it's called a phone dead zone, and it's like where we're dealing with like games and software that is not loose to the world, and freaking you can't it's security. You can't be on your phone, and they're still over there just like, oh, oh God, oh, hello, baby, you there? No, it's just, oh God, I'm sitting up here with Pole Vault. God, he's being so old and so grumpy. Yeah, he wants me to get off my phone. Yeah, he wants me to help. He wants me to help, like move a crate so that he doesn't get bruises on his arms trying to do it by himself. Yeah, God, he's such a drag. He wants you to work and stuff. There's a little rant for you. Hey J Dub. The Let me tell you something, J Dub. That guitar I was talking to you about. The thing is I really, uh, the guitar is really bad. Okay, I'm not going to say anything really rough. It is a red Yamaha Pacifica. Just a really, really not. I've had two or three of them. I hate the guitar. It's a Fender Strat knockoff, and it's not a good one. But it's a red one, and it's signed by Sammy Hagar. Okay, and it's very cheap. Uh, yes, it's like an insect. It's very cheap, and I and most of the Sammy Hagar signatures rubbed off. So yes, the Red Rocker. Um, so um, I bugs don't care. No, they don't. Uh, it's code. I got to come up with a new code for TMI every week. Y'all don't know. I would probably be on an extra 10, 15 minutes earlier if I wasn't trying to figure out a new, what do they call it, anagram for TMI. Um, I've been, I ants have feelings too. I know. The thing is I'm not that blown away by Sammy Hagar. I've seen Sammy Hagar a lot, but if acronym. If Sammy Hagar died tomorrow, I'd feel like a dumbass for not having this red guitar from a guy that's a red rocker that was the head man of Van Halen, signed and autographed for under $100. Just I just don't want that guitar. Uh, yeah. Uh, well, I don't know. I don't know. Pokey, the reason why I think Sammy Hagar was like cool with Van Halen is I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I got oh God, I got into hell the other day, and I hate dealing with Van Halen because some people just see Van Halen as like a church. I got friends that it just freaking live, breathe, and sleep it. Okay, and here's the deal. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, the Montrose hot, sweet, and sticky. Uh, uh, J Dub, I found him on Facebook Marketplace, and it showed he was on your Facebook, and I was like, oh shit. So uh, yeah, yeah, I love that song, Justine. But here's my thing. Let me tell you what. I've seen Sammy and Dave, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Sammy Hagar is just as good as he is live as he is on the album. Okay? Um, and I will say that David Lee Roth was never good live. Never good live. Go back and look at and let me tell you something. Michael Anthony does not get the props that he deserves for his vocals in the band Van Halen. Okay? Michael Anthony was a machine, a bass playing, singing machine that put all of the vocals in the back of David Lee Roth on a live show. Back when we were young, David Lee Roth, I seen him and he would run around and he was not that far off from what he is now. It's just When you're, uh, as one guy told me, it's better to be 20 in the 80s than it is to be 80s in the 20s. I, he was David Lee Roth was a showman. Yeah, got you, Pookie. He was. Now that I will say, David Lee Roth, he was way more flamboyant and a stage presence on the stage. Okay, well he's lost that. Um, but Sammy was still, Sammy had that bro vibe, like we're bros and we're doing this and all this. I was at the this thing called the Texas Jam, and he got out there and he sprayed everybody was all hot, and he got out he got this fire hose and he was spraying everybody and stuff, and that's the bro factor. But David Lee Roth appealed to uh, the young girls at the time. And like I said, I saw him live, and I'm not taking down his album presence. I loved his album stuff, and there's a few bands that's like this. Shit, I'll just make all kinds of enemies this morning. Rob Zombie, I so dig I dig Rob Zombie, but I've seen White Zombie when they were young. And let me tell you what, Rob Zombie live, live, never came close to the album. And some people would say, well, that's really cool. I don't want it to sound like the album. Well, I would like it to seem like it's the same person, uh, you know, because it was, you know, yeah. I mean, it was like, yeah, 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 yeah. You know, well, it was Sammy Hagar. He was such a veteran, and it's one of those kind of things. He was put through the ringer. He did the stuff. Van Halen really, because of Kiss and Gene Simmons, Van Halen really didn't have to learn the ropes like Sammy did. Sammy, he was out there getting gut punched and Montrose and stuff, and he had to, do what he did. But that's my deal. But you know, and and Eddie Van Halen was changing gears when David Lee Roth left anyway. So there you go. Oh my goodness. There's Mr. Back. What's up, buddy? How's you know what? I bet little T is pretty getting to be like medium T now. Yeah. I just I was, I was working on some stuff. Where to go? Um, I got to get some Devil's Nipple out this week. So Devil's Nipple will probably come out before the end of the day. Um, I and I started dieting a little bit. Uh, well, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, Rob Halford came out as gay. That was like Freddie Mercury coming out as gay. Like, who in the hell did not already know that? It's okay. It's okay. Um, yeah, Big T now. What? Wow. Oh my God. Wow, Mr. Back. Um, you know. Yeah, yeah. I agree with Birdfinger. I mean, I don't think a lot of people give a damn anymore what your sexual preference is. You know what bothers me is when people uh, are like all about their sexual preference and like smashing it in your face, and you don't care. I've always said that I was I turned the coin myself. I came out as a multisexual. That's right. So I made this up, and what it is I was born this way. I want to have sex with like a lot of like 80s video MTV video girls, like like 3 to 5 of them. Yeah, not a lot. Kind of like Birdfinger with the bird girls over there and stuff. Um, and and the thing is I get persecuted for this everywhere I go. Even my own wife, even my own wife persecutes me for it. And you know what? I'm coming out. I come out like this. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Did you see this? See this? I am brave. Look at me. I'm brave. In this day and time, I'm being brave. Accept it. Accept. And let me tell you, I got my preferences for some kinky positions too. I want some of these '80s girls to be in the pile driver. I want some freaking what are they trapeze. I want some trapeze and sex chairs involved. And you know what? When Sunshine hears this, she's gonna be mad at me. She's gonna persecute me for this. I mean, like that Tawny Katane and what was that? What is that other girl in that White Snake video? I don't know where I'm going. I just know where I've been. Yeah. No, Birdfinger, no. They are not beautiful girls. They are just very attractive people to me. 80s video girls, they got to be like MTV. Skinny bop bop bop. Who is that chick? Okay, she can be in it too. What is her name? Bonnie Brown, Bobby Brown, some skinny bop bop. No. She's my cherry pie. That girl is in it too. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Let's see. Uh, oh God, it's so hard for me to check out a link. JW. Uh, it's gonna be so gone before I can do it. Because I'm in this software or this interface called StreamYard that doesn't allow me to get to God to links. Let's see. Okay, this. But, anyways, I want to be on front of Time magazine. And you think that I don't get persecuted for my beliefs? You are wrong. You are wrong. You're wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey, even my own mom will like yell at me and shit. Like, hey, even stop own mom. Okay, stop will like stop yell at me. Okay, this better not be nothing bad. All right, what is that the dude that is selling the guitar? Okay, I'm gonna leave this open in case I have to do that again. Uh, it started with the Well, it's okay. 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 I'm not going to get off on that tangent. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that uh, I'm out now. Yes, Okie. 80s was cocaine. We didn't know any better. Do not make fun of us because we didn't know any better. Uh, uh, I, I was looking at a six-string bass. Uh, I was looking at a six-string bass, and it's a Dean six-string bass. Oh God, I need to get this up here. There. It's a Dean six-string bass, and I was thinking about offering the dude $100 for it, and but do I really need a six-string bass? Well, yeah, if you remember the '80s, you don't remember. You weren't there. I will say, Birdfinger, some of the best times I've ever had in my life, I don't remember. Um, had had this gripping feeling the other day, and it like really gripped me to my gut. And I think if you get any older, that us older people might understand this. But I was watching Smashing Pumpkins, and it was back with Diaria, and and she can be in the Unskinny Bop. Five-way video with me and Bonnie Brown and all them. But and I can't complain. I'm not complaining because I have a very attractive wife that kind of looks like she came out of an '80s video. So I kind of went there, but uh, it's the hell is that fucking talking about? I don't know. Anyways, it's I'll remember in a little while. Oh yeah. Yeah, some '80s stuff, but you know, there's so much shit going on back there, and ecstasy was legal. You know, um, and and I tell you, I was up watching Hubs last night, um, and so when I watch Hubs, it's like really really rough when I wake up in the morning. I'm like, what's going on? It's Saturday morning. Oh yeah, the six string bass has the head broke off of it, but I can fix it. I don't know. I don't really deal with that. It's gonna be yeah. I mean, Justine, I mean, one of my stories I tell is I peed out the window of a car going down the road, and can you imagine if they'd had cell phones back when we were doing stupid shit back in the '80s? Can you imagine if they would have had a uh, cell phones? I would have been in so much trouble. And it is it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know, I hope I get a deal today. I'm trying. Yeah. Well, I see, Justine. I admit everything, and that's one thing that's kind of crazy with me. I get in trouble for admitting everything. Uh, and I will tell you that, and that's why I always say, like, oh my God, can you believe Povalt said that? Well, yeah, any of y'all who know me know that I probably did. And the thing is there. I want y'all to know I don't promote this show at all. I actually said in Wes's live stream, is like, "Hey, everybody, come over there," and I'm cool. I'm cool with and like the Tuesday's Gone show and the weekend warm up. I'm all good with that stuff. I want everybody to come and everybody, everybody's welcome. But like I was saying, I'm like this Saturday morning thing, this TMI thing is kind of my therapy, and it really I don't I don't care if like 5 people show up or 50. I just want them all to be like, we're all like friends talking about shit together. Y'all probably don't even are probably not listening to me half the time. I'm not listening to me half the time. Did you hear me forget what I was saying a while ago? My God, what is this guy going on about? But it's just like therapy where we all come and it's all a bunch of friends and we come here and say like pretty much awful shit and stuff. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I explained it to my boss the other day. He was like, you need to start monetizing all your lives and stuff. Yeah, I've been talking, Pookie. He's like, you need to start like cleaning up your acting and monetizing everything and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but dude, I can't like talk about stuff like I want to talk about stuff. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. You know what? We all shit. And he was like, what are you going to do now? I'm like, we are, and he's used to this. He's been around me for, he's been around me for at least 25 years. And I'm like, we all shit, dude. He's like, why are you going to talk about that on the internet? I'm like, because nobody's talking about it on the internet. And you know what? We've all got a hold of some cheap toilet paper and went to wipe our ass and poked our finger through the toilet paper. And it's gotten on our hand. He's like, why are you talking about that? I'm like, because somebody needs to, damn it. Somebody needs to. Thin toilet paper? Thin toilet paper? I know you are cheap, but you are inefficient. Oh, yeah. So we were on Lori's last night, and we were talking about eating ass while she was gone getting the ingredients. And I explained to everybody that what happened is this young kid came up to me because you make up any damn thing, just make it up, and they will do it. Just make up some crazy shit, and they will do it. And here's the thing, so this young guy's like, man, I eat so much ass. I'm like, what are you trying to say, that you're having oral relations with your pretend girlfriend? You can't do that with the AI, but whatever. God, why you got to be that way? Listen, okay, what are you trying to tell me? Everybody's eating ass. I'm like, well, that doesn't sound like it might be good for your health or something. No, dude, God, dude, you got to quit being this way. It's 2025. I understood at that point you could say anything fucking stupid as hell and end it with it's 2025. And it would seem logical. I got up and thumped my balls this morning. Why would you do that? It sounds like that would hurt a lot. It's 2025. Studies have shown thumping your balls helps something. Helps with that attitude. Maybe you should try thumping your balls, Paul Walt. Yeah. And I want to tell you right now, when you live as long as me, you're like, hey, you know what? Eggs, eggs, eggs have been the healthiest food on the planet. Eggs have been the most unhealthiest food on the planet. And I think we're back to eggs being the most healthiest food in the planet again. Milk, milk bad, milk good, milk bad. I think we're back to milk bad. When I was a kid, they said global, like I no, they called it a new ice age. I was actually worried to the point of being sick that we were going to have a new ice age. They told us, and the churches went on about it. This ice age is going to come on. We're going to freeze. They're going to go. We're getting further from the sun. We're going to freeze. They weren't even they back then. They weren't like it's other global emissions. They had some new fucking fear factor bullshit for what they fucking. We're all going to fucking freeze. We're all going to freeze. Well, that fucking went away when we had record summers that it went on back then. And I'm going to tell you, it was hotter back then. There was one summer we had record setting days every fucking day. The freaking ground cracked open to where people were, and pets and shit were falling in the cracks in the earth because it was so hot that the dirt was drying up. Okay? So they're like, okay, this this new ice age shit ain't working. Let's go with global warming. Okay. Boom. Year after year, it got hot as fuck. Global warming. Then it started fucking cooling down. See, this is what happens when you're on a piece of dirt flying through space. Okay? Shit happens. I mean, God, we have no idea. At any given time, we could, if what we believe to be true about our existence, we're a piece of dirt flying through space that could hit anything at any given time, and that'd be the end of all of us. We wouldn't have no time to think about it. It's like, freaking boom. But here, so they got caught. Like, doing these patterns they called the hockey stick pattern. So then they said, boom. So no more global warming. If you say global warming now, you're just, it's 2025. It's climate change. And let me tell you, climate has been changing ever since this piece of dirt's been flying through space. Okay. So I heard some shit the other day. I'm always watching these conspiracy shit. So here comes some really freaky shit. So this one dude was saying, like I said, I listen to everything. I don't believe anything, and I listen to everything. I keep my mind way open and listen to everything and see if there's patterns to support that issue. But this dude was saying, so what the deal is, like, there's these space aliens, demons, slash, whatever, and they live off of our emotions. Their food, their energy is like our emotions, and their favorite emotion is fear. And so our government keeps us in fear all the time. All the time. I mean, when I was a kid, they would freaking tell us at least once a month to go run under a desk and hide, because at any given time they're gonna hit us with a nuclear bomb. I'm like, fuck, man. Listen, there's nothing you can do about that shit. Okay? If they hit you with a fucking nuclear bomb, there's nothing you can do about that shit. So why? And I mean, we were I was in intermediate school, which a lot of schools don't have something called intermediate school, but it's like there's elementary, intermediate school, middle school, or what they call junior high or something, then high school. They didn't have, like, a bunch of places don't have that many schools. But anyways, so you're scaring the living shit out of me. To be honest, because if you're an open-minded guy like me, you're like, oh my god, fucking, they're making us get under these desks all the time. And the thing is even a little pole vault, and I've been this way since I was a kid. Okay, they were like, hey, Santa Claus is coming, and I was like, hey, what's this dude doing? Why was I really good that year and he didn't bring me what I wanted? Just how is the aerodynamics of this said sleigh flying? Really don't see any wings to give it lift. And I was thinking this shit at like 4 years old. Okay? So I've always been this way. Yeah, kiss your ass goodbye. I have a bunch of those kiss your ass goodbyes. Matter of fact, my video string of kiss your ass goodbye, Birdfinger, is from this situation in my mind where they used to tell us this. And I used to tell the teacher, and you could see the horror on even the teacher's face. Okay? Because even back then, even back in fifth grade, pole vault was pole vault. Okay? And my teacher, Miss Newsom, which I made cry 2 or 3 times. I don't know why you crying, bitch. I didn't do nothing to you. God, I really didn't do anything to her. She'd break down crying. I'm like, what kind of, and now I'm older. I'm like, that bitch was strung out on some fucking shit, She was on the prescription pills. Back in the 70s, they'd be like, oh my goodness, dirty marijuana smokers, dirty beer drinkers. Give me my Valium. Give me my Quaaludes and Valium. And they did. I mean, every they were all on it. Anyways, I digress. But you could see she was like, get under the desk, pole vault, and like bare your head now. And she was doing it too. And I was like, Miss Newsom, hey, check this shit out. In Hiroshima, when they dropped the bomb, there was nothing but shadows left on the ground. I don't like this, but it is reality. And us climbing up under these fucking desks is not going to save anybody. It just means that when you die, you going to be kissing your ass. That's all it means, Miss Newsom. And you could see the horror on her face, like, why is he telling me this? Like, she's scared. She should be consoling me. I'm the kid. She should be like, no, little pole vault. Nuclear. These desks are specially lead-lined. These are specially lead-lined desks that are like a freaking shelter from the bomb. They're not, the bomb can't get through these desks. So, I mean, she should have used some kind of bullshit on me, but instead, she told me, I think before I got out of there one day, she was like, fine. Pole vault, fine. Just don't tell the other kids. It's like, do not tell the other kids that if we get hit by a nuke, that our ass is grass. Just don't tell the other kids. Because you told me, and, I'm pretty much, and do you know what let me tell y'all what made her cry. Which still pisses me off as an adult. That bitch went into my locker. And in 5th grade, I was not doing drugs. But she thought I may have been because there was something wrong with me because I was always laughing. And being happy back then meant something was wrong. And she goes into my motherfucking lot. Now, she did find cigarettes. I was smoking cigarettes back in 5th grade. I was doing that. But she finds my Pall Mall cigarettes. That didn't surprise her any. And believe it or not, back in this is probably in the 70s, almost 80s. But back then, it wasn't such a big deal that Pole Vault had cigarettes in his locker. Wasn't that big of a deal. Do you know what she had a breakdown over? My Hustler magazines. She, like 5 Hustler magazines, fell out on the ground. I lost them. She took them. She called my parents. I got in trouble. They had hardly any fucking way to take pictures back then. I mean, it wasn't. I don't even think they had Polaroids. And that bitch took a picture of the Hustlers and the cigarettes in my locker on the ground. What she found Playgirl. I realized she was on drugs. What an asshole. What an asshole. You took my Hustler magazines. It wasn't no Playboy. Birdfinger wasn't no Playgirl. Wasn't no Playboy. This was Hustlers. This was the hard shit. Maybe they had Polaroids, Justine. I remember when they invented Polaroids. She may have taken a Polaroid. But she took a picture of my freaking shit. They took my Hustlers. And I remember my favorite Hustler. It was the one that had fucking Adam and Eve on the cover. You bitch. I traded a bicycle for those Hustlers. How dare you, Miss Newsom? Shame. And why? Why? Can anybody out there explain why she was crying about taking my porno mags? As the Beastie Boys will attribute it's that's what they're called, porno mags. Okay. My mom just threw away my best porno mag. She did that. Oh, she got the principal. You know what this bitch did? She went and got the fucking math teacher. The math teacher wasn't even involved. And she cried. Like she was damaged. Fuck you, Miss Newsom. Fuck you. Why? Why did she cry? Why in the fuck did she cry? And yeah. They went, and hey, the math teacher, she was cool. She was really cool. She was kind of hot too, and you know she kind of looked like the girls in the thing. And you know what? She came over there and she put her hand over her mouth and she smiled. She was actually laughing at you, Miss Newsom. She was laughing at you because a 5th grade boy was looking and learning about sex from a magazine, as little boys will do. Because little boys didn't have the internet. There was not even thought about having the internet. Not even thoughts of having computer games. No computer games, no cell phones, no nothing. Just freaking Charlie's Angels. Yeah, you know what? You know what, Lord Spike Protein? My math teacher kind of did look like Farrah Fawcett with shorter hair. And, but she came up and she was like, you could tell. Now that I'm older, I didn't know what was going on back then. Now I understand. The math teacher was laughing at Miss Newsom. Like, shit, girl, get your shit together. Why you tripping? This is a boy. This is a boy. And you know men? Do you know men? Do you know men at all, Miss Newsom? Because it's not. I don't think it's this way back then. But my middle school teacher, which was the next school up, my middle school principal had me in his office one day, and he was like, "I swear, boy, you could crack open your brain and nothing but a pussy would jump out. You have nothing on your mind but that all the time." And I'm like, I'm glad we had this talk, Coach Wisdom. I'm so glad we had this talk. Which brings me, me and him, and me and him had a talk one day. So Coach Wisdom, people are like on the internet are going to be like, that know me are going to be like, please, dude, quit talking about these people. They're gone. But he was really cool because he would actually let you state your case. That's what I liked about the principal. I was always guilty. But sometimes I could get away with something if I had a good case because he would let me plead my case in front of him. So his wife was the English teacher, okay? And she comes in one day, and I'm like sitting there, and I totally don't understand anything this bitch is saying. Prepositions, fucking, it was getting complicated and shit. And I'm like, why are you doing this? I mean, I can speak English and write it and read it. Leave me alone. Hey, and I kind of made that statement to her. I was like, I'm like, she walked in one day and she was like, "What are you doing, pole vault?" And I'm like, I'm sitting at my desk. She's like, "You know what? I'm just not even going to deal with you today. Go to the office." I hadn't said shit. Nothing. This was the principal's wife. I'm like, my ass is grass. They're going to just beat my ass for nothing. And back then, the principals hit you with boards. I mean, today that's unheard of. But they hit me with boards, okay? So I'm like, I'm taking this shit serious. So I go up to the principal's office. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, she's like, Hubert, I think was his name, his real name. Which I'm like, that ain't fair. You're his wife, and you're talking to the principal. You're using his first name, and you're yelling at him, pretty much telling him to beat my ass for nothing. And he was like, hey, Miss Wisdom, what did he do? She's like, he does something every day, and I'm not going to deal with it today. And he's like, okay, get in my office right now, pole vault. I was like, oh my God. So I go in the office, little 6th grade pole vault. I go into his office. I'm like, I'm going to get my ass beat. He comes in, he shuts the door. She goes back to the class. And he's like, he opens up a newspaper and starts reading it. And I'm like, so, what are we doing here, man? He's like, tell me what you did. And I'm like, dude, she just walked in and she went crazy on me. And I hadn't even done anything yet. He's like, yeah, you usually do something that makes her mad. She talks about it all the time. I'm like, I wouldn't. She gets mad at me just laughing. If I'm happy, it makes her mad. He's sitting there and he's like, you got no idea. You got no idea. And you got no idea. And he's like, I'm like, so what are we going to do? I hadn't even done anything. He's like, you're going to sit there in that chair. There's like a newspaper over there and some magazines. Sit in that chair for about 20 minutes and go back to class and don't say anything to her. I was like, but I don't want to say this about your wife, but she's crazy. He's like, you have no idea. I live with her. I live with that. I live with that pole vault. And I was like, I'm so sorry. So sorry. You know, he's like, yeah, so just sit there for a little while. See if you can. He's like, and just, you know, maybe don't go back to class. Just wait and go to your next class. I was like, okay, goodbye, Coach Wisdom. And so, you know, Lord Spike Protein. I did like I did some. We used to have to wear these gym shorts. Now this was in high school. This was I was in ninth grade when I did this. So, I think you know, I don't know. Ninth grade's when your junk really just like blows up on you. You know, your little tin soldier turns into a mighty marine or whatever. But so the coach was like, "Hey, you're going to have to wear your gym shorts." And across the way was a girl. Well, the girls athletics was across the thing. So half the gym is the girls athletics. The other side is the boys athletics. And they were like, "Hey, you got to he was like, "You got to wear your gym shorts." And I didn't want to, man, because I'm going to be honest with you. My shit fell out of those gym shorts. And it was a task to keep my wiener inside these freaking 70s ass freaking gym shorts. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Sitting down in gym shorts, Lord Spike Protein would practically rack you. Okay? Would rack you. And I'm just like, no. So the coach, he goes through shit. I mean, we almost got into a fist fight. And this happened in 8th grade. Yeah, it was in 6th grade. In 6th grade, I was not much smaller than I am now. I just grew up overnight, and I was kind of a big guy in 6th grade. And what was crazy, they bullied me in 5th grade, and then I went away for the summer and came back to 6th grade the size of a man. And everybody that bullied me and every bully in school got put on fucking notice. You know, but they still, I would tell you, the bullies still were like, "Hey, we're not going to don't let him do this. Beat his ass. Beat his ass. Because he's running the bully business." And then they would they'd fuck around and find out that coming and trying to bully me was going to get you fucking hurt bad. But I digress. Okay? Anyways, so I would, so I'm like, okay, here's the thing. My dung is going to fall out of my shorts here and there. My balls are going to fall out of my shorts here and there. And y'all know the pole vault that is the pole vault. Today, I was still that guy. So I'm like, dude, there's hot chicks over on the other side of the Coliseum and shit. And you know, and I may as well just fucking advertise. So I would go sit on the front bleacher and just let all my junk hang out the side. His I guess is the equivalent of pole vault sending dick pics back in the early 80s. Let my junk just hang out and act like I didn't notice. The coach would be like, Pull them out. You are exposing yourself. I said, I told you, man. These underwear are freaking doing it. Not these underwear, these freaking goddamn Farrah Fawcett 70s jogging fucking gym shorts are doing it. You want to fight me? You want to fight me? Is that what you're trying to say, dude? Is that what this is about? Does my wiener bother you? Shut up. Shut up. And dude, I was not trying to fuck with people. And I understand kids these days, they fuck with people. And then, and then trouble starts. Man, if people didn't do stuff and junk, yeah, so it is weird. It's weird. Some really interesting things came out of the situation with me hanging myself out of my gym shorts too. It was like I may or may not have known some of the staff at said school from said advertising. And let me tell you what, I wasn't one of them candy asses. It's like, oh my God, a hot teacher and me did bad things. I was like, oh hell yeah, thank you, thank you. Anyways, I digress from that. 70s and 80s schools was a trip because, there was all these social freaking hierarchies in the school. I'll just give you there was like this the preppies. Okay. That was, there was the preppies, and then there are the socials. And then there was the freaks, which would I guess was what my classification. It's people who listen to rock and roll or metal. And then there was, nerds and shit. There's so many different hierarchies. And I was pretty much the way I am now. I was like, if I subscribe to your social mindset, then I'm a piece of shit like you, and I hate you. So I was always myself and did what I wanted to do, which made me a target for all of them. Okay? Made me a target for all of them. But that's okay. Because guess whose ass they would all come and kiss when they went to a party? Oh, we got in high school. Oh, there's parties. Oh, you dirty. You're such a dirty freak. Oh, now we're at a party. Hey. Wow, you got beer. I want to hey, Pobalt, can I have a beer? Well, fuck no. Go fuck yourself. Hey, Pobalt, can I, have a hit off that joint or something? No. Hey, no, go fuck yourself. Oh, you came to the party and you're popular at school. Well, you're not popular here. And we don't give a damn about being popular. We're just hanging out, being silly, having a good time. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, but this is going to get trigger alert. What? But yeah, the girls that are in your gang, yeah, they're not gonna give you any sex until y'all get married. And then it's gonna be terrible. and then you're going to cheat and you're going to get divorced, and then the girl that thought you were going to be her Prince Charming is going to freaking be stuck with a kid over here while you're out fucking working your ass off to pay her child support, and you're cheating on her with someone uglier than her because at least they know how to have sex. But no, no, no. Um, the girls that hung out with us, hey man, I'm good with them, man. I wasn't hating, but hey, we did stuff and junk. You hanging out, and you didn't judge them. You're like, fuck, that's stupid. Hey Dan, what's up? That's stupid. Wow. This girl was cool enough, and we got together, and now I'm gonna go fucking tell people that she, and pass judgment on her. Way to go! You want to never get any ass again in your life? That's the way you do that. I found out the hard way. I actually had relations with a girl one time when I was very young, and I was so stoked about it. And I went and told my friends. I didn't tell my friends. I told like two of my closest fucking friends. I mean, one of them was my family, and one was a friend that I knew since I was born. Do not tell anybody. But, dude, I had relations with that chick. By the time I got to school on Monday, she was like, I hate you. And nothing's ever going to happen with you again. And you're a piece of shit. And my big brother is going to try to kill you now. My dad is mad at you. And and I've told the whole school that you were a fucking liar. And I'm like, no, please, no. God, I'm so sorry. No, please, no. Oh, God. And I was like, why are you doing this to me? I looked at my two friends, and I know y'all told them. It's not like social internet. There was no internet. There was no nothing. I grew up in this town called Rockwall. It's like the Rockwall grapevine. I'm like, you son of a bitches. God. And they didn't even say, like, hey, Pobot, like, so Pobot and, like, so-and-so, they did stuff. No, they didn't say that. Because back then it was a whole different thing. They're like, hey, you know that girl? Yeah, she's a slut. Yeah, pretty much she'll just do anybody. She'll do anything. How do you know that? Why would you say that? Oh, yeah, because she did something with Pobot. No. Yes. So, she'll do anything with anybody. Fuck you. Fuck you. Y'all fucked everything up. Pieces of shit. And she never talked to me again. She was mad. And we ended up instead of being like boyfriend and girlfriend, she hated my fucking guts. And I hated her too. And I mean, her fucking dad came to school and was like, I'm going to kill you. I'm like, God. Well, Mr. Back, you know what, Mr. Back? Mr. Back, that did happen. That did happen. That did happen right there. That did happen. And isn't it crazy how that happens? Mr. Back's been there, done that. you can tell that. How does that happen? You know, women can be so funny. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him, Cynthia. I hate him. I hate that son of a bitch. Oh my God. We had sex. We went out and had a good time. He made me laugh. We went out and got some to eat. And we got stoned and had sex. Oh my God, I hate him, Cynthia. And Cynthia's like, yeah, he's horrible. Hey, hey, do you got his phone number so I can tell him how horrible he is? Oh. Tangled monkey in cage. We've had something pretty close to tangled monkey in cage. I was supposed to do something. It's at 11 o'clock. I think this is why Sunshine gets so mad at my TMI. But see, and that's the thing. That's the thing. I had to tell people when you come to TMI and you got, and I know. There's people. Cynthia's are still out there watching. There's people that I grew up with that are probably watching this right now, going, "That fucking piece of shit." Oh God, I hate him. And then I guess that there's some people out there that are probably just like, "Oh God," and what was so crazy? I'm not going to go deep into this, but there was one guy I think a bunch of y'all know just hated my guts, man. And he hated my guts. And see, here's the thing. I'm gonna use this. Hey, Mini Vibes, wake up! I'm gonna use this for an example. And it's about social structure a little bit, and how dare me talk about social structure. But do you understand? It's okay for me to say that I like titties. Okay. But say I did not know Sunshine. It's not okay for me to say I like your titties, Sunshine. Okay? It's all about the context of what you say. Anyhow, so this one guy was really bad about saying bad things, really, really bad things to, a bunch of women in the community. I say bad things. I do not point them at people in the community. I just point them back to Cynthia, this pretend Cynthia that was in my childhood. But and I tried to use different names to protect the innocent in my stories. But but the thing is he got mad at me because I warned him to stop doing it. And then after like several warnings, I banned him. Well, I don't think there's a show that goes by that he doesn't watch. I'm not even kidding you. I know where he lives. I can see it in my analytics. I can see it in my algorithm. When I'm like, oh, I'm watching this. Where's a lot of people in California, a lot of people in New York watch me. A lot of people, a lot of people in Canada watch me. A lot of people in New York. A lot of people in California. And of course, a lot of people from my hometown here in Texas, which I don't live in my old hometown anymore. So, it comes across and kind of funny. So I know that they're watching, which it stresses me because I think that there's one of them going, oh my God, I'm going to tell Cynthia right now. Stop it. That's what got you back when we were in school. Stop it. Oh, but Dan. I will tell you this. And everybody asked me why I have why I had the guitars I have. Well, the thing is, aren't you showing your garage sale stuff this morning? Man, hey, Mini Vibes, I bought one thing. I only bought two things last week. It was shit. But, I think it was like Thanksgiving or something. But it was just a shitty estate sale weekend. I got a ticket from the man. I got what was it? I got two kazoos, and they're not worth showing. Now, if you want to go there, Mini Vibes, I will play silly love songs by Paul McCartney and Wings. St. Patrick's Day, St. Patrick's Day. I love you. I love you. St. Patrick's Day, St. Patrick's Day. I love you. St. Patrick's Day. Now we can go over there, Mini Vibes. So you've heard enough of I've aired my dirty laundry. I've learned a lot this morning. A lot from my bad shit happening. Okay, let's see. I'll take a look. Fucking assholes on Facebook Marketplace. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Facebook Marketplace. And we were discussing this last night. Facebook Marketplace is probably the Thunderdome. That's Mad Max. The Thunderdome of selling your shit online. Okay? It's just fucking crazy. I was explaining that. Me and Sunshine was explaining that here too. There's what you Caldwell? Hang on. Let me get this open. Oh. Would y'all look at that? Would you look at that? I love you. Who wants to fill the world with funny? Or Paul McCartney keeps getting this song right. Who wants to fill the world with silly love song? I'd like to know what's wrong with that. Here I go again. I love you. St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, Wings. And they had another one called You're Getting Closer, My Salamander. I really did like Wings. I liked the band Wings. I did like them. Yeah, I mean he made some really, but that it's really, me and Sunshine was talking about the allure of the song. The lyrics are okay. But dude, it's that fucking horns in that song. The horns in that song. Beep 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 dee dee dee. Shit. Fucking right on, man. Right on. God damn it, I don't have my trumpet with me. God. So I think here's what I would like to tell y'all. I am an asshole. I am an asshole. I am a giant asshole. But I'm y'all's asshole. Remember that? Remember that? I'm on y'all's side, okay? I'm on y'all's side. It's always good to have a asshole on your side. It's always good. And you know the people from my town and stuff, the people from my town, they will tell you straight up. You know what? Freaking pole vault, he's a really good guy. He's a real good guy. And they'll be like, "Do you hang out with him?" No, I don't. I will not hang out with him. He is a real piece of shit. Well, why is he a piece of shit? Well, because if you fuck him over, he will fuck your life up. And that's just too much. Really? Because he's fucking this one guy's life up. Well, he deserves it. If pole vault's going bad on the guy, that means the guy deserved it because he probably did something really horrible because pole vault's a really nice guy until he's not. So whoever he's mad at is an asshole. But now they're fixing to find out that pole vault is a really bigger asshole. Well, why don't you hang out with him? Because I'm an asshole and I can't be around him because he'll be a bigger asshole to me. One time I stole his weed. And like he came in my house and told my mom that she was going to have to give him the money to buy some weed because I stole his weed. That happened. Okay, I'm that guy. Because I told the guy, "Hey, listen, you stole my weed. Dude, you're going to give me some weed. I don't have any money. I wouldn't have stole your weed, dude. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." Well, I could beat your ass. That's not going to give me no more weed. Dude, you do what you got to do, man. I know it's going to be bad. Oh. Well, cool. I'm going to your mom. No, dude, don't. Well, hello, Mr. Pole Vault. What are you doing here? Well, it seems as though your son has stole some weed from me. And now I need to be paid back. And you're going to pay me back or I'm going to get insane on him. I'm going to get insane on him. I'm going to beat your son right in your fucking face if you don't give me the money for his weed that he stole from me. So y'all would say that was extreme. But I would say, why are you stealing my weed? See, and she gave me the money, and he got in trouble. But I digress. You see, and why I'm even going into this story is you see this thing right here? I want y'all to see this. Sold it. He sold it. He sold it. No. I was hardballing this guy. No, make it stop, Jesus. Oh. I was telling this guy he wanted $250 for this TC Voice Live 3. And this is like the Cadillac of voice machines. So when I go, some people like to fill the world with funny love song. And then I go, I'd click on this button right here. And it would go an octave higher, an octave lower. And it would go, I love you. Now I click on this one, and it'd go, St. Patrick's Day. So I would fucking do a live silly love songs. And he sold it. Nobody told you. Tang T Vo. His name's Tang T Vo. Nobody told you to sell that. This was our conversation. Would you take $100? No, I could do 220. Money is a bit tight now. I will see what I can do. I want you to come. That means come down more. Come down more, not sell it. You sold my pedal. Oh, it hurts. Oh, oh. I know it, Pookie. He sold that right out from under me. He was supposed to. He was supposed to come down on his price some more. Ow! Well, that's it, Tang. I'm not. His name is Tang. Thang. His name is Thang. I believe in miracles, you sexy thing. Okay, here's the stuff on. So this is the stuff that that he had to feed me and the kitties. Oh, I thought you were saying Tang had to do that. I'm like, dude, why is he feeding the kitties? Freaking God, dude. Freaking Pete, man. So the end of my nose on both nostrils is kind of raw this morning and itchy because I woke up to freaking Pete licking the soul out of my nostrils, licking my nose holes, licking my nose holes. My kitten was licking my nose holes. This looks like I don't really think this is a good guitar. It's not. I'm not. What? Someone autographed it. It's always about the autograph. Let's see. And then they rub it off. And they don't give any kind of, Main Street Guitar Company. I'm not feeling you. I don't like single coils and then 3 single coils. It's like I already got a Stratocaster. That's bad. Just listed $650. You're gonna get kiss my ass. Here we go. Well, I guess that's what you want to do. Tear at the bottom right corner. Other than that, the flag is good as new. Willing to trade for other cool items. Well, I just don't think that that's going to happen for you. Well, I don't know at what. Maybe I could just put that out in front of my background. Lame flames, and let's see. There's not anything really great. There's Back in Black, December 20th, and Trendkill. So Pantera and a AC/DC cover band are going to be playing. I don't even know what I think about that. I don't know if I think about that. And here is that one special fly that has to fuck with me every freaking show. I mean, he's not around at night. It just seems like he's a Saturday morning fly. I hate you, Saturday morning fly. There's a vintage Easy Rider magazine for $20. There's some more underwear. Free mobile home. Silver, $58 an ounce. I'm not going to do that. Is that where it's at? Silver might be up to 58. Temu. There's a Temu advertisement. Temu. Look at that. That Temu guitar. That's kind of cool. What? It costs too much, Temu. It has a Gibson Les Paul, gray black sunburst. The only thing is that guitar would be held to play in your lap. Looks like a weapon. 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 Mini vibes. Why are you making waffles? I got a couple of waffle makers. We never make waffles. I think we're kind of a pancake family. Pancake family. Michael Songs is a pancake family also. So I was talking. What is this? Oh yeah, I was talking about him this morning. Justine says Michael Songs is not a robot, but I do know that he has a magic hat. Uh, he does have a magic Eggbot. Mad scientist Eggbot. What the? Okay, I'm intrigued. I don't want it. $30. It's an Eggbot. What? I don't understand what you do. I don't understand. Forget you. I don't want to know anymore. What's an Eggbot? Yeah, I got so many knives. So Kiss records are through the roof. There's $85 rock and roll over. Okay. 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 Let's see. I don't know. Inbox notification buying. Let's see. So here's the guitar that was signed by Sammy Hagar. And see the Sammy Hagar, and I checked it out. What's left of the signature is Sammy Hagar's signature, which makes no sense. So this part of the S is off. It's just not a lot of work with. If that signature was a little bit better, I would deal with it. I just freaking do not like this guitar at all. I've had one before. It's just I don't want it. No, I don't want it. I bought this. I bought this the other day. $15 guitar case. I bought it. I bought it. I got it sitting behind me. You know, I have between 30 and 40 guitars. Not one of those guitars fit in this fucking case. Not one of those guitars fit in this case. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Not one of those guitars fit in that case. But for $15, I just have to find a guitar to fit in the case. There's an estate sale with the Dobro. Is this it? Yep. That got sold. It got sold. Look, I bought this. And that's in my house now. It's sitting behind me. Yes. What I missed. This right here probably went for about $50. I probably should have got this, but I just wasn't feeling it. It was a Schecter C1 SGR. I could have got this for about $50. I didn't. It's just I don't have a Schecter. I didn't do it. Let's go back to Marketplace. Oh no, Mr. Smith, there's not a lot of massages up here today. Oh, there's one. There's a massage. It doesn't say massage, it says Milwaukee. Milwaukee? Mm. And Hugh Caldwell is now covering silly love songs. I'd like to feel the world with fun. Oh, silly. Silly love song. Stronger than I'd like to know. Here we go. Yeah. Hey, look at this. Look at this. See that wooden frog? I have one of those. They're selling that for $150. That's actually in some of my songs, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, this wooden frog is in some of my songs. What? Yeah. No, I could go into the elementary school stuff. This is Minnie Vod's fault. She wanted to see what kind of shit I was going to be buying today. Um, you know, looking at junk and getting up there. Maybe I'll save us. I probably shouldn't even talk about my. Yeah, there's some TMI that's just way too much TMI. My elementary school stuff was probably no different than the rest of everything. I've told y'all. Told y'all. I mean, I am actually tame and calm next to what a young pole vault was. There's nothing really like standing out. Let's go here. There we go. Touch of tranquility. How can you be a touch of tranquility when she's a touch of tranquility? Y'all both can't be a touch of tranquility. God. 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 Well, I like that. Think that cost nearly $200,000. I'm going to have to pass or take two. Take two. Hey, there's a chicken nugget. Okay, let's see. Guitar. I probably should not be looking for this. I should be looking at the voice box. There's the voice boxes. See, I was telling Valerie yesterday. See, she has a TC Helicon. So it has to be one that's called a Harmony GTX is what she has. This one's a TC Helicon synth. And it's a voice synthesizer. Which is kind of cool, but I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for the harmony. I want some fucking harmony. Some peace and harmony. I think this one might do. Yes, this one. See, look, this one does harmony. It's at $170, but it ships. It's shipping. I don't want to ship it. I want to come pick that motherfucker up. What's wrong with that? Not enough. Yeah. Here's one. Here's one. And the thing is I had my sniffers on one for $100, and I hesitated. He had it up for $100, and I hesitated. So I know now if this one says double, it's at $100. It's from Tom Howie. I wonder if he knows Tony. Um, That looks like that may do harmony, but I'm not sure. So scared. So scared. So I know these blue ones do harmony. There's a Harmony M, but they want 230, and I'm a cheap ass. I'm a cheap ass. That's why I was telling you I was an asshole. I was an asshole, but he sewed my pedal up underneath there. Oh, what? The touch? Oh, the touch of tranquility, the tranquil touch. See, I want one of these. They want $500 for it. I will give you 100. Mm, 100. So what I'm gonna do is and when I do get one of these, and I will, I'm gonna put the voice pedal up in front of. I'm gonna put the voice pedal up in front of my mix board. I am looking for a mix board, a smaller mix board with motorized faders on it. And when I get all this put in, it probably won't work. I need a soundboard too. I want a soundboard because Sunshine doesn't know. I need a laugh track. Right now, it should be like, ha 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 ha. I like that. I'm going to get that. Sunshine can't be the only one. You want to see how much those cost? Let's see. They like to call those, and I don't agree with this. I would not call them this, but they call them this, and I don't know why they do it because it's not sound card, but they call them sound cards. This is what I call a sound card right here. Look, here's one. So $10 for $10, I can pick up this sound card, what they call a sound card. It's going to have. So I could plug my vocals into it. I really don't want to because some of the problems Sunshine has, it would have. I would just use it for, it says, cheer, embarrass, gun, despite, debut, kiss, song 2, song 1, kiss, pay attention, clap, and laugh. So it would give me the 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It would give me 12 sound effects. But if I did run my mic through it, I could do this silly sound effect, Sunshine sound effects when she's always talking and being silly. And look, they want $10 for that. I can pick that up at their door for $10. Chicken titty strips. Chicken titty strips. Chicken titty strips. Look, here's one that looks a little bit better. It's not a pickup though. I want to pick it up. Crack. Cheered in. Blah, blah, blah. Pretty much the same stuff. So I would just power this USB. Let's see. I would power this USB and not even hook it up. And I could hook it up to my computer and have a USB interface, but that would just fuck up everything. So I think it would be best for me just to power it and set it over here. And now I could, if it was quiet, I could run out my soundboard to that. I don't know what that'd be. That's not good. I don't know. Why you gotta fuck with stuff, Cobalt? It's just. But I want it. I want it. Sunshine. I need chicken milkers. A voice changer sound card. Well, that's really little. I just don't know. It would be cool to like say space. Well, that's pretty cool though. It has witch, female, youth, Lolita, male to female, and then right here it has female to male, king, male, youth, baby. Let's see, cartoon, KTV, vlog, studio, normal, robot, DJ, rap. I do like this. This thing looks very little and like very space saving. And it has applause, kiss, laughter, cheer, light, time, crow, show up, surprised. This thing, dang man, this thing's like little small. I bet it's junky, but I mean, dude, you could like really go. You could probably run karaoke off of this pretty easy. Wow. Wait. Oh no, it says PC. It's pretty cool. I'm digging this. It looks so cheap. It'd probably be cheesy. Hey, yeah. It's gonna be. I want waffles. You want waffles? Yeah, I want waffles. You got waffles? Yeah, we got waffles. Yeah. Oh my God. Where you at, Sunshine? Sunshine, you better be getting ready today. Marketplace. Let's see, put in 80s guitar. No, I was going to say this earlier, and then I had a mind fart and just totally went off out in left field. But I wanted, so I buy guitars that I really wanted when I was young, but there's no way I could afford it. And they're smoking. They're smoking some drugs on this one. $500 for a Hondo gun guitar. And I'm going to tell you, these things play like crap. They sound like crap. They play like crap. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'd have reservations about buying this for freaking $100. But I would buy it for $100. Don't you kid yourself. I would be pew pew. Probably get kicked off of YouTube. This one's been up for a while. Thought about. I don't have one cheese guitar in my collection. I bet you Caldwell has at least one of these Tescos in his collection. And I really really hate them because they sound like crapola and stuff. But whatever. I need one, but I don't want to pay any money for it. I'm broke, and that's because the man got me. The policeman got me. The policeman got me. I'm going to court for that, by the way. I'm just going to go to court. I'm going to tell them the truth. I'm going to tell them the truth. Just hope it works. I'm going to be like, I did stop. I have messaged this guy for over a month. I've got other people to message him for me, and he doesn't respond. There may be a chance that this fine gentleman is in incarcerated. And just such an asshole. Such an asshole. Will not respond. So he wants $120 for that Kramer. And I just, God, quit being an asshole. Sell me that guitar. And I see on his regular page, because you can look at the profile, he's been gambling a lot. So I expect I've the longest I've gone on trying to get a guitar from someone is like 2 months. There's one guitar that I know about that I thought about getting, and I've been talking to the guy for over a year. Oh God. Here's BC Rich. I'll give you $100 for it. Says it's made in Japan. I don't really know about that. It does look like an NJ series headstock, but I'm going to tell y'all over and over and over and over. I say this: if you are trying to sell a fucking guitar, please, for all that is holy, show us a picture of the headstock. Show us a picture of the headstock. Save everybody some time. Because I'm going to tell you right now, that looks like a fake BC Rich. I think it says BC Rich International wrote on it. I'm not sure. I don't like the price. None about it. A Shredder Dean. I'll be the judge of that. I already have an 80s Dean, but this one does look pretty cool. Look at that. Is that a Tune-o-matic also, or is that a Kahler? I don't want to deal with another bridge like I just now. It is a Tune-o-matic. That bridge is hell to deal with. Do you like those little switches though? The switches. You know, that's it. You know what? Come here. I'm gonna get my guitar. You're all gonna be sorry about that. So, do you see that? So, my go-to guitar has changed. So the black one I've been playing. For a while. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about that. You know what? My grandmother used to have to feed 12 grandkids, and I was thinking about that last night. You know. Oh yeah, I need to plug it in. Stop it. Just need a wireless life, man. You'd have to put batteries in it. But my grandmother, she used to watch all of us grandkids, and that was a great time. And I think so she had this little toaster, man, and she would just crank this little toaster. And the thing is you're feeding 12 grandchildren. How are you going to feed them cheaply? And she would, so she made cinnamon toast, and that's where she would put butter. Not very very complicated. She would put butter on a piece of bread, and then she would pour the cinnamon and sugar all over it, and then dump it off on the next piece of bread, and dump it off on, so it was just bread, cinnamon, and sugar. And it would it was like really good. It was so good. Probably not good for us, but it was so good. Now, the other alternative was she was taking a slice of cheese, and she would put it on the toast, or on the bread, put it in the same toaster. And she had like 2 of these toasters because she had 12 grandkids. And she was running it, and it was like this little baked thing. I got one. And she would just start raking them through. And the oldest granddaughter would help her. And it was such a good time in my life. So they would, the Marco Patel. Is he any, I think I might have seen one. I think I seen one. Shit, I saw your Charvel the other day. And, you Caldwell, you probably know this, but did you know that your snakeskin Charvel is actually a signature series? Yeah. Oh, but anyways, and she would make a freaking huge pot of oatmeal. So you got oatmeal and a slice, or you would get 2 slices of something. You got to pick cinnamon sugar or toast. And I actually like my cheese toast with the toast with the cheese burnt just a little bit. I know. We may have just looked at one of those, you Caldwell. A Parker. I seen one of those the other day. They are God, they're so expensive. They're so expensive. This is panning tremolo. This setting is panning tremolo. But this guitar, like I said, I went through every piece of it. It kind of has that Mission Impossible sound to it. You know what's a trip? You know what's a trip, Zach Thon? When I play a song or someone plays a song and it sounds like the song, like okay, you heard that. And that's like Led Zeppelin, right? Well, I saw Jimmy Page playing it the other day, and he didn't hardly move his hands. He was like, must be cool when you know how to play the guitar, Mr. Back. Because Jimmy Page would probably be like, you're really, really. Yeah, I've seen Vince's Parker's. He has a lot of nice everythings. There was some fake Parkers out there on the market too, there for a while. There was some fake Parkers out there. I will say that this has a little bit of dive to it, I think. I think it has a DiMaggio Super Distortion in it. Been thinking about putting a ground lift in this line. Couldn't hurt. Let me tell you one thing though. I get a lot of cleaner sound when I take those, you know, single coil pickups out of the line. The one thing about having a bazillion settings is you have a bazillion settings, you know. I don't know. I do miss a trim bar, though, man. You know, I do like. It is the cramp song. I'm cramping. I was cramping last night. Might as well get some Midol. When your day is done and you wanna run cocaine. She's alright. She's alright. Do miss the whammy bar on this. If I had the whammy bar on this, it would have been a lot better. When he was boosting heroin. That is really weird. That was it. You know, sometimes I'm just trying to, yeah, that would be cool. You, Caldwell, you would like it here. The thing that should not be. Well, I will tell you one thing about the medical thing. Y'all might get free medical care over there, but us being around in our industry, we have a lot of guys from different countries that have free medical care coming here that work for us, that had to come here to get medical care. Because it's like, okay, one of our guys had a problem with his sweat glands, something about his sweat glands. And he was in Spain, and they had free medical care. And they told him, look, like, this is fucked up, you're fucked up, but you just gonna have to live with that shit. We ain't doing that. You're not getting this high-end medical surgery here, and you're not getting it for free. That's not happening. So he had to come here to the States and get the procedure done here. But I mean, there is some really bad shit going on here. And I used to could afford insurance. I don't have insurance now, so I have to pay out of pocket, which is really rough. And I will tell you something. Healthcare was affordable before they came out with this shit called affordable healthcare. I'm just going to put that there. And that's a fact. That's a fucking fact I don't think anybody would deny. Healthcare was affordable for people who worked until they made it affordable. And here's another thing. You can say what you want here without getting thrown in jail. Master, where's the dreams that I've been after? Laughter, promise stormy lines. But you can say what you want to without getting thrown in prison. This is a weakness of the UK. This is true. And y'all over there in the UK know it. Y'all do know that. Y'all do know that. Y'all know that. Just gonna say, there's some things I can openly say here that will get you freaking felony time in the UK. And I would fair to say that the UK in that area has really changed. I would tell you, I've been going to Paris and going to France for about 30 years. And Mr. Smith and you, Caldwell, I know y'all live over there. Would you say it's the same as it was 30 years ago over there? I wouldn't. They got really upset with me when our back when our home office was in Cologne, Germany. They got really upset with me when I said, yeah, Paris is falling apart, you Caldwell. It is. So many people think it used to, and it was a beautiful place to go. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place to go. But, and the thing about it is, you Caldwell, is you can't even talk about the problem I last time I went to out by the Eiffel Tower, I took Sunshine with me, and I thought we were going to get mugged. No lie. We had no less, no less than 50 people that were not from France come up and try to sell me keychains of the Eiffel Tower. So, and when I'm like, no, I've already got 10 keychains to the Eiffel Tower in my hand right here. I'm not buying anymore. Thank you. Goodbye. They got a little violent. There is actually fences around the Eiffel Tower now. Last time we went, there was mattresses all over the ground around the Eiffel Tower. One of the most beautiful places in the world turned into, it looked like downtown Dallas. And I'm just going to tell you that hadn't been good. That's why I need to buy. Well, I remember, Pookie, years ago, I was talking to you about that. Y'all want to hear a damn shame? Here's a damn shame. I make more money. I want y'all to know this. I make quite a bit more money than I did 5 years ago. Okay? I make quite a bit more money than I made 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was looking all over and I was looking at islands. I was going to buy, me and my boss were looking at buying islands. We were all going to buy private islands. And, and private islands were affordable back then. I just don't know. There's islands aren't that expensive, but I don't have extra money anymore. I was buying, son of a bitch. I mean, how does that even happen? I'll put this on over my head. I didn't take my headphones off, but now it's behind there. I don't even know how that happens. But I have I have 10 plots of land here that I'm thinking about selling. I don't know. It's really cool to have them in COVID time. But I mean, I bought land. I bought one piece of land for $250. So, it happens. The most I paid for any land was $2,500. I got 10 pieces. All of them because they were all together. All of them appraised for $36,000 a piece now. After COVID, I make more money than I did before COVID, and I can barely get by. I went from buying land, investing in Bitcoin and shit like that, to making it paycheck to paycheck. I mean, it's got to stop, man. It's got to stop. So it's gonna be groovy. There's a lot of. Now I will tell you this. There's bullshit everywhere you go. Canada had some fucking shit with that Trudeau guy. Like he's about on his way out. But in all the places in this planet that I've ever been, and I've said this a lot, one of the coolest places is over by where Gary Hubbs lives. One of the coolest places on the planet is West Side, Canada. I hate to say this, East Side Canada is starting to get to be just fuck it. Why are you even calling it Canada anymore? Fuck it. East Side Canada, Toronto, and all that shit. They used to be nice and stuff, but um, Toronto is freaking turning into New York. Not quite, but it's going there. And I don't know. Just feel like I need some. The island would be cool. What? 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 You know, no, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you guys. Pokey, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, this is why I do TMI because I'm a trigger alert. I'm gonna tell you right now, Pokey. You're out there in California, okay? Um, you're here in Texas. You'd be here in Texas top 2 years before you're probably married. Okay, okay. I California is kind of got these there's sugar daddies out here in Texas, Pookie. I'm just telling you, you know, out in California, no, I mean, people just don't get married or stay in relations. Let me put it in the most kindest, gentlest way I can. People do not stay in monogamous relationships that much in California, and also the urge for mating and relationships has been replaced with AI and staying at home and playing video games. That is not true here in Texas. Texas, Pokey, you go sit down in a Chili's restaurant and you got a new date. I'm telling you, I'm telling y'all guys that, uh, where are the sugar mammies? Yeah. There's a few of those here too. You Caldwell, but you gotta watch out. I'll tell you right now. Oh no. They have you Caldwell out cleaning the pool and some speedos and stuff. Is that the kind of life you want to live, you Caldwell? Do you want to be sugar mammies? And this is the real truth about Texas, and I hate to say this, oh God, as where I was saying what each state has their own little thing, and I was saying that about California. Now let me tell you the bad thing about Texas. Okay, a lot of Texas, you might get you a sugar mama or sugar daddy, but they go home to their sugar wife and husbands. That's I don't even know. It's so scandalous out here. They're always doing that. They're always scandalous. There's just and I was gonna talk about on TMI some of the scandals that go on out here, but I mean, geez, Louise, man. I mean, really, y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know who y'all are. The scandals, scandalous. Mm. Where's that incestuous? Where's that? Ohio? Listen to E. Irvin and find a young simp. David, so harsh, man. So harsh. But that isn't that true? But isn't it true? Tell them no way. Tell them they got to pay for fart jars first. I mean, they're paying for fart jars. There's guys out there paying $1,500 for a fart jar. Okay, just it's okay. Yeah. Mm. Well, see, and there you want. I've been talking about. Yeah, I was talking about you. No, no, Michael Songs, Michael Songs. I was talking about you earlier. No, we were discussing if you were. Justine was confirming that you were not a robot. We thought you might be a robot. We thought you might be a robot. But Justine said you were not a robot. She said she met you and you're not a robot. And you know, it's I don't know. Time goes fast and time goes slow. Seems like I've known Justine forever. And for I even though I've never talked to Pookie, I talk to Pookie every day, and I know Pookie's real and Justine is real. I know they're real, and I'm very sure that David's real. But that Michael Songs, you stand up for a long time. I don't know, and you always sing really good, and you always play really good. I never, you know what? I don't even think I've seen Michael Songs. Have y'all ever seen? I watch a lot of Michael Songs, and I don't know if I've ever seen you really fuck up really bad. Hmm. Justine, are you sure Michael Songs is not a robot? You see, that's how I know you're real, David. This is how I know David's real. I feel David so much, man. I feel David so much. When he said, I mean, I've been talking about a statement he said. He's like, I said, David, I looked at him and I said, can you please just, and this is how we started this whole freaking morning. I said, please help me understand. Tell me what thought pattern is going through your head. And David responded to me and said, and tell me they didn't look at you with a blank stare on your face. And I was like, oh my God, this man's seen some shit, man. Because they did. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Yeah, David is real. No, I feel his pain. Can you imagine? Can you imagine dealing with that? Can you imagine dealing with a bunch of college kids? They would have to talk me down off the side of the building every day. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bless your soul, David. You're still real, man. You're still real, dude. You're still. It's gonna be okay, man. Talk to us, David. Pookie, his name's David. Talk to him. It's gonna be okay. No. Oh my God, how would you like to deal with a bunch of college kids every day? Oh. And I deal with some college age guys, not they're more like 25 to 30 years old, but it's still uh yeah, yeah, but David, 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 how do you communicate? This is words. I'm using words. I'm talking to you. Hello, Povot. Hello, David. What are you doing, Povot? Talking on the internet, David. What are you doing? I'm watching you talk on the internet. That conversation was just freaking way over fucking a lot of people's head. Okay? I just want to understand. Too many of you. I'm a kid. Everyone's like, oh God, I'm running. Run, 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 run. No, E. Urban. You got 2 more years until you wake up. And you can't see good. Somebody told me this. It's like, you're full of shit. I can hear a rabbit drop a pellet in the woods. I can see a deer at 200 yards sitting still on the ground. I can feel the planet breathe. This old man told me, yep, when you're 40, that's all going to go away. I'm going to get you right now. Ah-ya! I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Anyhow, and he told me, and I swear, E. Urban, the day I turned 40 years old, I was like, I can't read this sheet of paper like I did the other day. And I had to get reading glasses. And, yeah, I can flick a bug and kill it. I did it. I'm a ninja. Oh, yeah. But it's just the thing. Well, that's the thing. See, David, we can always take over this younger generation. We will communicate with cursive, and we will drive stick shifts and bring them to their knees. Cursive and stick shifts. We're going to fucking talk on walkie-talkie radios. No, I can't remember where the fuck my keys are. Yeah. I gotta get ready to go. I gotta go take my meds. Pokey. I gotta go take my meds. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. I'm gonna go see if I can find a deal. If I find a deal, maybe I'll come back on. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I need to work on some music. I just want y'all to know. Y'all better show up for my freaking Christmas special. I'll watch it. But this Christmas special, it's stolen my soul. I worked so hard on that shit, and I'm glad it's over. Yeah. Yeah. You know. No. Yes, Michael Song's cursive and stick shift. We will take over the planet with this ancient technology. I really feel like a dumbass. Because I'm going to tell you, oh, God. Maybe I should say that for TMI next week. Y'all can remind me. I told y'all I was an awful person. I am an awful person. I told y'all. Because, and I'll talk to y'all maybe about it next week. I think Sunshine will be like, you probably shouldn't go there. But when I was young, one of my friends who is a special education teacher now did this with me. Me and him, I was really just stoned, but we convinced our teachers that we needed to be in special education. And we did that. And next week I can tell y'all about that. It was really probably not. I did that through 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So, I know. No. So, but what I was going to tell you is so they thought I had a very horrible learning disability. So they taught me how to write cursive over and over and over. And I would fake pretend like I wasn't catching on and stuff. And they were like, it's okay. And I would do stuff like throw my paper across the room and start crying. Oh my God. And when they caught me and my friend, when they caught us, we were sitting in the bathroom. We were talking. We're like, oh my God, he was like, you got to quit doing that, man. You're cracking me up. And this dude's a teacher now. And I'm not going to use any names. He might even be watching, but I'm not going to use any names. But he was like, dude, you got to quit doing that shit. You're going to make me laugh and we're going to get caught. This special education teacher named Miss White, she was making me spell the word bat, B-A-T, and I couldn't, and I was acting like I couldn't make the letter B in cursive, and I threw my pen in my paper, and I started crying. I was like, oh, God, I'm an idiot. She was like, no, you're not. And when she came up and she gave me a big hug, I stuck my face way into her titties. I'm like, ugh. And I looked over the side of her titties right at my friend. And I was like, you got to think that was like a 6th grade pole vault doing that shit. I told y'all. I feel shame for this now. I feel shame for this now. Can't believe it. It was, Urban, it was an accident. It was an accident, Mr. Smith. I do feel shame for it, Pookie. I do feel shame for it now. Because we were doing it for no other reason than to just get out of doing any kind of freaking work. Any kind of homework. They didn't send us home with homework. They were just glad that we weren't doing something awful. And I mean, this was a stage in my life where I was just doing really, awful stuff. One time Miss White told me Pole vault, I don't think you should be smoking marijuana with your condition. And I'm like, why would you say that, Miss White? She's like, I can smell marijuana on you. Is it your parents? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. So, yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Sunshine's probably going to really chew my ass off with this. She's like, you done so much bad shit. And is that really bad? Is it really bad? Oh my god. I could say, y'all remind me next week. I say some things about Miss White, Miss White, Miss White, Miss White. Let's put it this way. How did Miss White know I smelled like marijuana? I kind of recognize the smell with Miss White myself sometimes. So, yeah. But, well, Pokey, it's, you know, I'm gonna tell you right now, a bunch of people got mad at me for that little thing I did, so it's okay. It's okay. All right, David. Well, I'm fixing to go too. I gotta go. I'm 30 minutes late getting out of here. Y'all always like make me want to keep goofing off and goofing around. I gotta go put my shoes on, take my medicine, and go look for a deal. Uh, y'all stay safe. Look, what? There's Sunshine. Hi, Sunshine. I don't have my medicine, Sunshine.
Why not?
Where? Oh, it's over there.
It's right there.
Oh my God. I don't have a drink, Sunshine. Hey, I don't even know where my shoes are. I couldn't find my shoes either. I really couldn't find my shoes. Really couldn't find my shoes. Damn. See, there's Sunshine. She's real. I'm real. I know a bunch of people are like, is Pole Vault real? I think he's a robot like Michael Songs. I'm like, no. I told Chris Lane's probably going to kill me for this. Um, Chris Lane, y'all might remember last week I said that Chris Lane was really Garth Brooks' alter ego, and and Chris Lane told me he was like Pole Vault, don't say that. Freaking Garth Brooks is fat, ugly, and old. And then he wrote me back and was like, "Hey, I might be Garth Brooks." Yeah, oh, freaking Felix, he's a good Kiki. Yeah, I know. Garth Brooks is a serial killer. You know, that song. Well, I got friends in low places. That is about. Do you know where my shoes are?
Oh my gosh, you're insufferable.
I said no. Sorry, I said I looked I looked all over. She said, "Oh my God, you are so hot." Just now. You're not bad looking either. I don't think she said I was so hot, but no. So all his friends in low places are people he has buried on his ranch, right? Oh no. Uh, yeah. Chunk brought me a present last night. And Pete was so I just thumped the fly again. Do you know why I thumped the fly again? Because when I thumped him the first time, I made him where he could not fly anymore. So now the fly is a walk. The fly is a walk. A walk. Guilty. Guilty. Garth Brooks is guilty. He has been tried before a bunch of us peers and junk, and he is guilty. T.Y. man has said he is guilty. 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 My God, since I've been dieting and stuff, it's just you sewed your washburn. You sewed your washburn. I seen one of those today, man. I seen a washburn that was a guitar. Guilty. Seen a washburn yesterday, I think. It had a Floyd on it and stuff. It was really decked out. So, well, E. Urban, me and Garth Brooks agree with each other. I'd rather be killing people than doing country music. I mean, do you want to do country music, E. Urban? E. Urban wants to do country music. E. Urban wants to do country music. What? Oh, man. Shit. Well, I hope you got a lot of money for it, Mr. Back. I hope you got a lot of money for it. Hope you got a lot of money for it. I don't need guitars, So I got a rack over here, and I bought a guitar rack. And the thing is Ghost Bread. Sunshine, are you getting my shoes? Sunshine made a song called Ghost Bread. And I don't know what the fuck it's about, but she's saying was shit about Walmart and wheat bread and all this kind of shit. And she made a song about ghost bread. Well, like I said, Mr. Beck, I hope you got it. I gave money for it. Because some of us idiots out here like me, I collect Explorers like it's what I do. I got BC Rich Explorer. Got an Aria Pro Explorer, like hubs. I got an ESP Explorer. ESP. Oh, and I count Kelly Jackson Kellys as Explorers. A ghost was throwing multigrain bread at you at Walmart. Sunshine. 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 Do you want to come in here and talk to people while I'm getting my shoes? And tell them about your multigrain Walmart experience? I know, I know, I know, I know. I would like to get a lap still. I was gonna get out of here. I keep on. Stuff keeps happening. I gotta go. I gotta go find my shoes, Sunshine. You could have came in here and told them your story about the multigrain. You just took your vitamins. Sunshine, why are you doing this? Where's my shoes? Where could I put my shoes? I thought they were in here. We went to Sonic, then to Lori's, Hubs. I'm just too old to make it to Leela's. I would love to make it to Leela's, but I leave my browser on. Well, see, Sunshine, that's why you're supposed to come to TMI. Because we tell the weird stories in TMI. Bathroom. Could they be in the bathroom? I looked in the bedroom, Pookie. I looked in the front living room. And, looked in the studio. The ghost took my shoes. Under the couch. No. It's gonna be okay. Wow, that would be a trippy area. I'm not wearing my shoes. It's gonna be okay. Pete took my shoes. I will tell you. Well, here's the way. Justine, my garage is my studio. I ran air conditioner in here. Got paneling on the walls. I let the floor cement because my old band, we used to smoke cigarettes and throw them directly on the floor. And we would have burnt the house down if this floor. We spilt whiskey on it, cigarettes, you name it. It's a good thing that I left the floor cement. In the hallway. No, it's not in the hallway. It's really crazy. Our house is kind of laundry room. I don't think it's in there. I was in there. But why would I take off my shoes in the laundry room? Maybe I have to wear a different pair of shoes. No, I didn't go out the back door. And I know better than to leave my shoes by the front door. One of the dogs or cats would have ran off with them. Tell him at work. I don't know. I feel like I need to take a nap. I better get up and get out. I'm gonna do stuff. You're gonna see. I'm gonna go get a deal. I'm gonna go get a deal, and I'll come back and I'm gonna show y'all the deal. Y'all are gonna be like, "Oh my God, he's fucking rich." Fuck you, Bob Barker, because Povall just got rich and didn't spin the wheel. He just got a deal. Y'all be careful. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going to get a deal. I wish I could just take y'all with me. That would be great. I'll see y'all later. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.